Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Jen or Jennifer, and we are going to do a What's Going On Today video. And I am stitching on Lavender Orchid from Heaven and Earth. And we are going to get started. Then I'm just going to tell you, well, y'all, I haven't posted a video in a couple of days. And Sunday I did not post one or do a morning video, just because we had a lot going on this weekend, and I will tell you all about that, those of you that did not watch the video, and those of you that did. Yeah, I might be repeating myself. I do have it on my lap stand today, so we're gonna just bear with me because I'm not sure if this is gonna stay still, and if I hit the camera by accident, I do apologize. I kind of finagled the thing I have that I use to record with, and that I have my camera on, and we'll see, what happens. If it doesn't work, then I'll just go back to what I was doing. So, if you are new, welcome to the channel. If you are returning, welcome back. If you're new and you like what you see and seem to like the channel, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell. So we're gonna get started here, even though I've already kind of started. I did not record videos the last couple of days just because Saturday and Sunday I had a bunch of company. My daughter's boyfriend, well, whatever you want to call him, fiance, boyfriend, he hasn't officially asked her to marry him yet, was here, and I didn't want to try to record, and because when he's here, it gets it's very, very distracting, so I didn't record. Then those of you that did watch my last video, we had a bat in the apartment. Let me tell you something, that was an experience. I didn't know the bat was here, and I had no clue whatsoever until Athena, which is our cat, basically started going crazy. And mind you, she is hyper anyway, but more hyper than usual. And so I was like, okay, this is just not even funny. What are we, and I couldn't figure out what was going on. Well, what really tipped me off was she got so crazy that she ran up the window. I mean, literally ran up my window and tried to climb all the way up. Well, that didn't work. Well, in the meantime, I'm hearing this screeching noise, and I couldn't figure out what in the world it was. So I'm like, okay, really? This isn't, this is crazy. This isn't funny. So I heard it, and I was like, okay, where is it coming from? I didn't know what it was. So I opened my curtain up and pulled it like I was going to close it, and I see this big thing. Now, mind you, I had no idea. And my lighting is all fucked up today. I don't know why. There we go. So I opened the window, or opened the curtain some more, and the next thing I know, a bat is flying around the living room. I was like, oh geez, here we go. So if I had thought about recording this, I would have, but at the point I was too stressed out to, because Athena just wanted to run and try to jump and catch it. And so my daughter came running out, and she's like, what's wrong? And I told, well, no, sorry. I went running to her, and I said, you need to come out here. I need your help. And she's like, what? I said, we have a bat in the apartment. So I tried to get Justin up. Justin looked at me like I had, 5 heads, and he rolled over, and he just, went about his business, went back to sleep or whatever. And so in the meantime, the bat's flying back and forth. Miranda goes to open the door to try to get it to go out of the apartment, and it wouldn't budge. It just kept flying back and forth. And in the meantime, all I can see is this little gray ball of fur, and she jumps 5 feet in the air to try to catch the bat. And I'm just like, oh my freaking God. My first thought was, she's going to get hurt. She's going to get bit. What am I going to do? So I was like, okay, this isn't even funny. So her boyfriend was at work, and he was like, you need to call animal control. I thought, oh God, here we go. How long is that going to take? That took a while. Didn't take as long as it did for the maintenance people, but it's all good. It's whatever. I wasn't complaining. And so they got here, and she, asked me questions about, the cat, and what kind the cat was, and how old, and all that, stuff. And so I told her, I said, well, I don't know how long it's been in here. And I said, I don't think it's bit her, because, she's not acting strange. She's, not in whatever rabies infested fog or whatever you want to call it. Well, so the animal control officer went to catch the bat, and it was, by this time it was, had landed, and it was asleep on my curtain again. And so she, grabbed it with the net, and it was an aggressive thing because it kept trying to bite her, and she had on thick gloves, and I'm just like, good God. She says, yeah. She says, this thing's aggressive, and I'm like, And she says, I know, it doesn't look like your cat has been bit, but I would keep an eye on her for the next couple of days and see what happens. So little Miss Athena has been kind of like, I've been keeping an eye on her. She doesn't act like she's been bit. She didn't have blood running down her or anything like that. And I didn't see any bite marks on her, which is good. But that was an experience, let me tell you. And it was hilarious because if I'd had a video and I caught her, could catch her jumping up in the air, you all would have laughed, because that thing was just, it was just funny. It was all I could do to not laugh my butt off at her, because yeah, that's all she did. I was just laughing. I was like, okay, this cannot be any more funny. And so yeah, it was an experience. Let me tell you something. We've had bats before. I have not had a bat in this apartment in a really long time. Justin was like 4, 5 years old, and we've never had one in here in a while. So for them to come in here, I was kind of shocked. And so I just laughed. I was like, okay, this is not funny anymore. So yeah, that was my experience. And then they had to come in here yesterday and go through every inch of the apartment, including the HVAC closet, which we found out that's where it came from. There was a hole up near the I guess the only thing I can say is a chimney up near that part. And he said, I don't see anymore, but I'm gonna spray this foam. And what this foam does is it hardens, so it can't get in there. So I was like, okay, that works. So he did that yesterday. He went through, made sure there weren't any more holes in the ceiling or anything like that for any bats to get in. And I'm just going to tell you, it was an experience, guys. I just sat here and laughed my butt off all day. So, yeah. So Athena's okay. Everybody's, over it. But it was not fun. I'm telling you. It was crazy. It was not something that I would wish on anybody. But, and I've never had a problem with bats before. So, except for that one time, long time ago. And, I mean, they do fly around outside at night. But I've never, had to deal with, them trying to attack anybody. So, yeah, that was fun. Let me tell you. I'm going to have to use this hand. I don't want to, but... So, yeah, we had our fun this weekend. And yesterday, I didn't record because I was trying to help my daughter. Now, I have taught her how to cross stitch a long time ago. And the last time she got really, really frustrated with it. And she basically gave it up. And I had told her back then if she, could learn how and get good at it, I would buy her a pattern of Jon Snow from Game of Thrones because she likes him. Well, she kind of, that kind of went down the tubes. And so last night, before she left to go home, she went through my bag that my mother gave me, and she's like, "Mom, can I do this?" And it's a little bunny. And I was like, "I guess. Do you want to do it?" She's like, "Yeah, I want to try it again." It's like, okay. So I, basically showed her what to do. Told her how to find the center of it, and she seems to be interested. And I told her, I said, if you have any issues, I said, Miss Becky knows how to cross stitch too, but not as good as Mommy, or she hasn't been doing it as long as Mom, but she can help you, figure out where to start and all that stuff. So I showed her, what to do and all that good junk. And it's on perforated paper. So, and I said, this is a good, thing for you to start. Because she had tried to start on just regular fabric before. And why can't I see? I don't know why. I don't know I don't know if it's me or what the deal is. I don't think it's me, and I don't think it's my light. I don't know what it is. So, yeah, so she's, got that, and she's going to learn that over the, while she's gone. Okay, sorry about that. Justin, my son, came out to speak to me. Okay, so, anyway, where was I? Now, see, now I've lost track of what I was talking about. He came out to tell me that he was going out Saturday with friends, and that he would be taking his key. And then he proceeded to tell me, oh, we have ants, or I have ants. So I told him, I said he needs to go in there and clean it and figure out where exactly the ants are coming from and all that good junk, because there's only one reason why they would be in there. And so he says, okay, so he's going to do that at some point. I don't know when he's going to do it, but and he's also going to run to the store for me so that he can get trash bags. We need trash bags. And then he proceeded to tell me this morning, oh yeah, Mom, we don't have any toilet paper. So yeah, Jennifer's just starting her week off really good. And yesterday, along with my daughter being here, And I'm gonna have to do this one with this hand because it's not cooperating for me today. Along with the fact that she was here, we I had some errands to run yesterday, and then I sat down to try to focus on cross stitching, and I didn't do very many stitches yesterday. I don't know why. It was kind of one of those things where, you know, you're like, okay. So yeah, so I'm gonna try to sit down and relax today. I had a doctor's appointment this morning, and come to find out I have a stomach bug. Don't know why. Don't feel bad. I don't feel gross or anything like that. I just have a stomach bug, it would seem, or at least that's what he said. And he says, you have a slight fever. Your temperature is up a little bit. Okay, well, I don't feel any different. I don't feel gross. I don't feel, you know, anything. So he just told me, you just need to relax today. Don't do anything. I'm like, oh, God, okay. So, yeah. But that's fine. It's all good. I'm not complaining because y'all, I know that's why y'all don't, some of you don't watch or comment, because that's all you think I do is complain and drama, blah, blah, blah. So, I'm not complaining. I was just shocked. So, yeah. So, today I finished studying this morning, and then I'm going to record storytime video, and then also going to sit down and stitch and finish watching Enterprise, Star Trek Enterprise, and that's really all I'm going to do today. It's supposed to rain. I can feel it because my arthritis is flaring up in my knees, but that's okay. It's not supposed to happen until tonight, actually. So, which is okay. And they're talking about severe storms. Goody, right? It's just what I need. But, you know, it's good stitching weather. And I may be changing my schedule again, guys, because school starts next week. And little dude will be out here using my computer, and I may have to either record ahead of time or change the schedule. I'm not sure right now how that's going to work. I did notice that between these stitch and chats that I do every morning and Stitch with Me's that I do, you know, as a surprise or whatever, I was really surprised by the views. I was shocked because I wasn't expecting that many views. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to continue with true crime. I have been debating that, not because I don't enjoy doing it, but I feel like I'm boring everybody. But like I said, I'll see. I do have a true crime video to record tomorrow, so we'll see after that. We'll see what happens, view wise and all that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoy doing them, but yeah, I don't know. This just, with school coming and little dude doing virtual, there's a lot that I need to change. I don't know if I'm going to continue to do videos every day. It just really all depends on school and the routine, because last year I kind of was all over the place and when it came to recording, and I lost a lot of viewers because of it, and I don't want to lose viewers. So I'm hoping that, you know, once I sit down this week and figure it out, I can let you guys know. I'm not going to stop story time. And I was going back and forth with the idea last night, trying to, you know, I sat down, wrote down a tentative schedule, you know, and then I was like, why do I want to change this now? But once I know what little dude's schedule is going to be, then I will, you know, be able to say, okay, here's what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. And go from there. But as it stands now, I don't think anything is going to really, 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 really change that much. I've been trying to decide. One thing is, I know I said I didn't want to do Stitch With Me's or Whip and Chats because I never find anything to talk about. And I was seriously considering that doing one like on a Tuesday, and then turn around and do another one on Friday. But I don't know yet. But I still want to keep, you know, doing these videos of, you know, what I do in the morning, because everybody seems to like these. So you know, I'm thinking about it. I mean, not a whole lot's going to change. I mean, just a couple things. But yeah, I'll keep you up to date on those, because I don't want y'all to think, okay, Jennifer's just screwing everything up again. No, it's because of little dude's schedule. And once I know what that is, and I print it off when they send it, then I can kind of get an idea of what's going on and what videos I will be able to, you know, post. And, you know, when I can post them, because, you know, it's kind of one of those things where you're like, yeah, why does, yeah, and it's just, and I didn't think this through last year when I did this. I didn't think about this at all last year. I just did them when I thought that I could, and most of the time I couldn't. And then when he was using his own computer or laptop that he got from his home school, it was a little easier. But then again, it was a little harder because he, you know, he had to be out here, even though he had the laptop. So that way, you know, if the teachers needed to talk to me or anything like that. So we'll see. What? I don't know why I did that. It hit, and I'm going to try to find a way to set up my tablet so that you guys can see what I'm working on. I do have the little spot where I'm at right now. You guys can see. There is where I'm at right now. Whoops, it's not. So I'm kind of trying to figure out how I'm going to do that. I noticed a lot of, you know, creators, stitching creators that I watch, they have the tablet in the right hand or left hand screen. So I have to figure out how to use that from the tablet to, you know, here. So it's, yeah. But I don't, like I said, I don't think a whole lot's going to change. It's just, I want to be a little bit more, how do I put it, prepared this year than I was last year, because last year was just not, you just don't know. Last year was an experience, and I think that was just kind of one of those, you know, test drive things that we had. And with him saying, Mom, I want to make sure that, you know, this isn't as stressful for me as it was last year, because it was very stressful last year. So we're going to see. We will, you know, we're going to keep our fingers crossed that, you know, he can, you know, get, and hopefully I can find some some kind of, you know, routine or whatever for both of us. And I need to find, I don't want to say a planner, but I need to find, I guess, an insert for, you know, YouTube or whatever. And I'm, you know, steadily looking for that. If anybody has any, you know, place that I can find one, please feel free to comment below and let me know, because I'm trying to, you know, what in the world? I swear, my thing is making noises over there. Yes, what y'all hear, it's my AC, and I hope it's not getting ready to like die. That would not be good this morning. But anyway, so, good gosh, I'm trying to think what else has been going on. Little dude has been really excited. He's ready. He wants this to work this year. He's excited about it. He's been driving me crazy with going to check his email and making sure I check mine so that he doesn't miss anything from, you know, like his teachers or anything like that, because he's driven me bonkers. I'm going to tell you. I'm just going to be honest. He has driven me completely bonkers with that. And so then he was like, so, because see, we get a school calendar for the school district here, and they send out a yearly calendar, and I don't know if I have it. Do I have it? No, not, well, yes I do. They send out a calendar like this. This is the calendar they send out, and they have, you know, everything in here, all the important dates that you need to remember. So he was like, is it going to be different? And I told him, I said, I don't really know. We have to get, you know, your virtual school calendar before we can, you know, go do that. And he just looks at me and he's like, okay, but I want to be able to have 2 weeks off for Christmas, because the regular school district here, our county, has 2 weeks off for Christmas. And he just, you know, he thought that was just exciting. So I'm just steadily, I'm waiting, and I keep, you know, he keeps bugging me about the email. I'm, you know, waiting for it too, but I'm not trying to stress out, because, you know, I'm not going to do that. So yeah, he just like, I want to be able to have some. And most of the time last year he did get off when everybody else, like in his homeschool, got off. But he, you know, there were days that his homeschool had off and the county had off that he didn't have off. So he just didn't think that was, he just thought that was just crazy. He's like, really? Now the other bad part is too, is what, because with him doing virtual, even though if it snows and schools are closed here, he still has to be in school on virtual. That's the only downfall. That's, you know, he's like, well, that just sucks. I'm like, well, boo, can't help you there. You know, this is the price we pay. But he's, you know, excited. So he's like, I'm going to do better this year. I know what I got to do. I'm like, okay. The only thing I got to do is get his hair cut. So that's the only thing we need to work on this week, is to get his hair cut. And then he should be, you know, pretty set. Okay. So, is there anything else that I have going on today before I end this video and tell you guys to have a great day? Let's see. No, there's not. Okay, so I thought I'd have more to talk about, being, you know, our weekend was kind of crazy. But thank you for watching, guys. I hope everyone has a great day. And if you like the video, please make sure you hit like. And I will see everybody next time. Have an awesome day.